What's up, guys? Welcome back to Boost Brothers Garage. Today we're going to be working on the Widebody car. I'm going to show you a couple things we got in the mail, and I guess I'm finally going to unveil our new car. Stay tuned. So for the Widebody car today, I want to get the transaxle and torque tube out from under the car, and I want to clean the inside of the car out and probably start stripping the whole rear suspension assembly that I already pulled out so that I can start refinishing it. But first, you guys want to see the new car? I gave you a little sneak peek before, and I've already showed everyone on Patreon, but here it is. That's right, a Porsche 914. Now this car is going to sit for quite a while, as we already have a ton of other projects coming. As you know, we've got the Widebody car, we've got some big plans for the race car that I think a lot of you guys will be really excited about. We've got the Cayman, which we're still waiting on some engine stuff to come, but I promise you it's coming. So we've got the turbo 3.8 build for that. Yeah, we've got plenty of projects to keep us busy, but my buddy Thomas just gave me this car. I'm not sure why. Either he's just the most generous person on earth, or his wife told him to get it the hell out of the driveway before she lit it on fire. So now it's mine. This side looks pretty awesome, right? This side, it's a little different. As you can see, the fenders have already been cut, but the good thing is all the metalwork's been done on this car. Like, this entire rocker's been replaced, floor pans have been done. He went ahead and made some strut towers for the car so that he could run 911 style front suspension with caster camber plates. This side's already got the sway bar reinforcement plate welded in, and that's an example of what it'll look like with the widened fenders on it. So that's the 914. It's gonna be a long time before we get to it. When that happens, I'm debating an LS swap or potentially even a rotary to just make the lightest possible package I can. But, you know, it's probably gonna be a couple years down the road. Still figured you guys would like to see it. I'm gonna start wrenching on this Widebody car for a little bit, and then I'll show you what we got in the mail. It's a good thing there wasn't any more fuel in it than this, or else we would have started to have a bucket problem. Also, I don't know the gas is supposed to be that dark. Anyway, now that that is drained, I can go ahead and pull the fuel filter off, and then I can drop the transaxle from the car. I'm gonna drop the transaxle and torque tube all as one assembly. There's like one or two supports in the middle of the car, and then there is a cross member across the top of the transaxle with two bolts holding it in, and then the whole thing will just drop.
We're standing at the border where history is made. We're cranking up the lights now so everyone can see.
We've got everything undone that holds the transaxle up except the two bolts that hold the cross member. So I'm gonna get some jacks under there, and then we're gonna drop it right now.
It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be loud. This is
That little fella right there, that's what I call a great success. That's what the whole thing looks like. We got the transaxle itself, the cross member, the axles, and the torque tube, all in one piece, and I didn't kill myself. Now that my anxiety level has dropped back down to a reasonable level, I'm going to show you guys the first thing that came in the mail. Da, 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 da. Ooh, shiny. Some of you may know what this is. For those of you that don't, this is a header flange for a 944 turbo for the engine that we're putting in the Widebody car. Why do I have this? Well, I'm going to attempt to build my own tubular manifold. Never done that before. I've built exhaust systems before. I am an okay TIG welder, but I've never done this. And I thought it would be a lot of fun to find out if I can do it and you know, just have something unique to the car. So this came in. I got to get all the rest of the stuff, but I'm pretty excited to give this a shot. Now, I need to keep working and clean the interior of this car out. All right, we got a clean interior. Well, clean may not be the word, but cleaned out. The only thing that's left is wiring or sound deadening material or bolts. Never get rid of bolts. Save those. Now, before I move on to the last project of the night, which is disassembling that torsion bar carrier, the last thing I got in the mail is that PS Designs banner. You may not know who PS Designs is yet, but you're going to if you keep watching our channel. I highly suggest you go to their website, PS Designs Global, and take a look at their own branded parts, their PS Design parts, not the other stuff that they sell, and take a guess and see if you can figure out what we're going to be putting on the E92 M3. It is really, really exciting. Link below. All right, time to finish strong here. Got a decent amount done this evening, and I'm running out of energy a little bit, so let's get to work on this. The other thing that came in the mail, which I didn't think I was going to show you guys this, but this is stuff that I'm going to use to refinish all the suspension components and the underside of the car. I got some seam sealer that we're going to use when we build the inner fender skins, as well as filling any of the holes that are in the floorboard from when we took out all the sound deadening material. There were some patches from the factory that were seam sealered in, so we're gonna recreate that. I've also got an entire case of rubberized undercoating. When I originally decided I was gonna build this car, I had big plans, and I was gonna put it on a rotisserie, and I was gonna get under the car, and I was gonna paint it body color, and I was gonna do all this crazy shit. And I would still absolutely love to, but I really just want to get the project done. I want it to still be nice, but I want it to be a nice track car. It doesn't need to be a show car. So I can go nuts on the 914. I have, you know, another car to throw on a rotisserie. So for this one, we're gonna undercoat the bottom of it. We're still gonna go through and completely refinish all the suspension. We're gonna use new bushings, we're gonna do new lines. It's gonna be nice. It's just not gonna be eat off the bottom show quality. And then lastly, we got two things of POR 15. One, I hope, yeah, one is black. This is gonna be the torsion bar tube, the torque tube, I don't know what else, but things. And then we have silver. Silver is going to be any of the aluminum components, so all of the control arms, etc. The reason I'm going to go ahead and paint this stuff is it's going to be a lot easier to clean. There's nothing wrong with a bare aluminum finish. It's not like it's going to rust, but when it's painted, it's significantly easier to clean, and being a track car, that's going to be nice. So I'm going to tear this rear suspension assembly apart so that I can clean it, and then I can start using this stuff, and I can get some new bushings and put it back together and make it spick and span.
To go down. We'll make the whole world hear us. So throw your hands up high. We're about to show you why they fear us. Here comes the battle cry. Here comes the battle cry. It's about to get crazy.
That's the end of this video. Next time, cleaning, painting, suspension. Say bye, Tuck. Tuck, say bye. Say bye. See ya.
To get crazy. It's about to go down.